Okay, once again, you are welcome to today's training. Today is the 11th day of November 2019. And like I keep saying, we have few people in the world who have time to develop themselves. Um, Being a trainer like this is the best decision you have made for yourself, because the only way you can get rich is by having specialized knowledge like this. Having specialized knowledge like this, because a lot of people think if they go to school and have high grades, they will become rich. So the vast majority of the people train their children to go to school to have good grades so they have secure jobs. But the truth of the matter is that you cannot be rich or be financially independent with those ideas of going to school and have a good grade and have a good job. Formal education will make you earn a living, but specialized knowledge like this that you're learning will make you rich. So I want to sincerely commend you guys for making up time, making that time. This is 7 a.m. Some people are still sleeping, but you are here learning a skill that will pay you for the rest of your life. So I want to commend you, and I want to keep encouraging you to keep on learning the way you're learning. Like I keep saying, your self-development is the most important thing in your life. Attending class like this is very vital. Most of us say, I want the recording version of the class, but trust me, when you attend class live, it's always better than watching the recorded video. You can attend class and then combine it with the recorded video, it becomes solid and it becomes easy to understand. So I want to encourage you to keep on attending class, and then also be reading your books. I cannot overemphasize the importance of reading. Reading is what completely changed my world. I didn't know anything about reading until I met my mentor who introduced me into this business, and today I see reading as like eating and drinking. I wake up early in the morning. Since 4 o'clock, I am awake, reading till this minute before I join this class. So the key to your success in this business or any other business is by reading. My mentor used to say, if you want to become successful, you have to study success. If you want to become a good trader, you have to make it a study. Read about this industry. There are books about trading I have dropped on the group. Download them and drink from them every single day. Let reading and watching of all these videos and things should be your habit. If you form the habit of reading, I tell you the truth, you can achieve any goal, not just trading, but any goal. The secret about success is that if you do what other successful people have done, it does not matter how difficult that particular skill or how difficult that particular career is. If you do exactly what they have done, you will get the exact result. That's why most of the time I tell people, you have to read. You have to. If you read it, you'll see the secret about trading. Because people who have traded for years or decades, they have put all these things on a book. They have been trading for 20 years, some 30 years, and they have put all these things on a book. So you are just to pick those books. Some of them are e-books. Even as you are going out, you are in the office, you can be going through those books. If you read them, you learn this skill faster. But if you don't read and rely on only the teachings in the class, then you are not going to go far in this business. If you want to go far, you want to accelerate your learning process, combine this training with the books that I have been sending to you. Also read motivational books. Books like Think and Grow Rich is a very good book. I have been sending most of them because most times we are being bombarded with what I describe as weapons of mass distractions. So the only way you can withstand those distractions is by continually motivating yourself with good books. Most people don't know what they want. Think and Grow Rich told a story of a man called Edwin Barnes, very poor man. The man wanted to become a partner with the great inventor Thomas Edison. With his determination, he didn't have £1 when he met the man, the inventor, but because he was determined to become a business partner of the great inventor, he told himself, I will do whatever it takes to become a business partner with Thomas Edison. And what happened? He becomes a partner years later. And people, if anybody take that decision in any career, you make a decision that this is what I want. If you make up your mind to say, this is what I want, I must achieve this thing. It doesn't matter. I don't care how difficult that particular skill is. If you make up your mind and say, I must, you will achieve it. Edwin Barnes made a decision that he must. Another story again, Napoleon Hill told in his book, Think and Grow Rich, he said there was a captain, a warrior. He was going to fight a particular country. And when he got to that country, he unloaded all the soldiers into that country before they attacked their enemy. He was going to attack someone in his own island. And you unloaded everybody into that island. And then he gave an order for them to burn the boat. And he tell the people, he said, look at that boat. The boat is going in flames. He said, it's either we'll die in this island or we'll survive because we don't have any boats to take us back home. What happened? They survived. So if you have that mindset of, I will do this thing or I die, it is a do or die. When a man said, I will do it or die, you will achieve that goal. It doesn't matter how big. When I met this mentor who introduced me to trade, I said, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, and I'm going to teach my kids how to do it. But the financial market is a very big market. If you can learn it professionally, trust me, you can trade any market. And the beauty is that you can do it with your smartphone. Those of us who are learning this skill, we can live in any country of our choice. I move to wherever I want to move to because of this business. So have that mindset of, I will do it or die. This first time you may be having some difficulty, maybe you don't have money to fund your trading account, do it. It doesn't matter. Success is preparation, meeting opportunity. Whether you have money to fund it or not, just be doing it with demo. If you use demo to do it for 1 year, it doesn't still matter. Do it. Just be learning the skills every single day. Have that mindset of success. So people is either I will do it or die. Trust me, you get it. If you are still confused because it's early, it's okay. After all, we'll spend 5 years in the university and we'll come out without a job and we are still broke. So if it takes you 6 months to be confused to learn a skill that will pay you for the rest of your life, it's still okay. So learn it. So I want to thank you for coming. So let us go straight to analyzing today's market. All right. Please, can you guys hear me very clearly? If you can hear very clearly, can you say yes? Okay. All right. Okay, great. Tina, you're welcome. Tina, you're welcome. Tina is one of my old students. She's in fact one of the best students I have. She's a lady. She's the only lady I've been training for some time, and she's a very good girl. See, a woman, so many ladies are out there looking for a way for a man to give them money, or they will use their body to sell their body to men that they don't even know. But Tina has been learning these skills for some time. Tina met me just like most of you met me on Facebook. On the group, I just posted it on my wall, and Tina saw the ad, and she didn't even know me. She called me, and since then she has been learning this skill, and she has gone very far. Today she's trading. She has founded a trading account, and she calls me time to time that she's making progress, making money. It's a lady. Incidentally, she's even my sister. I didn't even know that she's my sister until the day she told me where she came from. And I said, Tina, you're my sister. We are from the same community. But we met on Facebook. So Tina, you're welcome. You're welcome. I celebrate you, okay? All right, today we are going to be analyzing markets. Let us analyze USD JPY. Before we do that, you have to first of all look at the calendar of the day. This is Forex calendar. This is Forex factory. Like I told you, before you place any trade, you have to come here and see what happens, what will happen on that particular day. This is Monday. Okay. This is Monday. We have news coming up by 7:30 p.m. So if you're going to be trading any currency pair, the news is about. Let me open it and see. Okay, ECB President Christian. Okay, Christian Lagarde, more hawkish than expected is good for currency. So before you come here, you have to read this news first. You have to read this news first. You have to know what is going to happen on that particular day so that you can get out of the market before the news comes. How many of us traded the last non-farm payroll news? Okay, I've not taught you how to trade that news. We are going to learn how to trade that news before the next news comes up. That news of every Friday. If you can only learn how to trade that news, trust me, you will do very well in this business. So you have to come here. You can set your device to this particular website. When you come and click on the time icon, look at this time options. You click it. Once you click it, you see your time zone. Our time zone is Western Europe time, London, Lisbon, Casablanca. This is our time zone. So what you do is you click here and you pick. Once you click here, you see all the time. All right. So I have chosen my time zone. So you go to calendar. And then if you click on this arrow here, look at this end. You will see these are icons. This red means that let me scroll down. This is very important, so you have to take note of this. Now when you see red, this red here, it shows that it's an high impact expected. This brownish in color meaning mid impact expected, while this yellow is low impact expected. This one is non-economic. This green is actual trend. Maybe the news is coming up, but they have not released the news, or the news is out, but the result is not pasted or listed on the website. So you have to know, you have to select only the important ones. So what you are going to do, you are going to filter this. Let me go back to the calendar again. So you can do this right away after this class with your phone or your device you're using to analyze your market. You come here, you look at this icon, the end is on the phone, so you click it. Your mark, if I mark these ones now, if I mark all these ones and then click apply filter, you see that there are a lot of news. Look at, there are so many of them, but they are not important. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with all this plenty news every day. You just have to filter the important news so that you can focus on only those ones. So since the red is the most important news, I'm going to unclick this, I'm going to unclick this, and I'm going to unclick this. These ones, I'll just keep them like this. Then this other side are currencies. If you look at this very well, we have a lot of currencies, but I'm clicking using only the ones I am trading because I am trading USD CAD. I have marked it. I'm trading Euro. I have marked it. I'm trading GBP, that is Great Britain. I have marked it. JPY, Japanese yen, USD. So that with this, like this now, I can actually see only the news that is coming up in these countries. So that whenever I'm trading, I will know that, okay, I've not applied filter here. Let me unclick this. Unclick this. These are the most important things I want to know. So once you apply filter, you see it has filtered all those ones that are not important. Now you're watching only this high impact news that is coming up. So that whenever you're close, maybe an hour or two to the time of this news, you make sure you exit the market. Otherwise, the news can disorganize your trading. All right, so let's go back to our chart and let's look at support and resistance once again. Like I told you that support and resistance is, in fact, the most vital tool in trading. There is no professional in the world that will tell you that it does not use support and resistance to trade. If any trader is telling you, me, I don't know, or I don't use support and resistance, that person is lying to you. All traders all over the world use support and resistance to place their trade. So we are going to use it. We are going to master how to draw it. In fact, most people use only support and resistance to make their trading decisions. So we are going to learn how to draw it, and we are going to learn how to place a trade when our market approaches this support and resistance, because support and resistance are always, in fact, market respects support and resistance. So like I keep saying, if you want to draw support and resistance, draw with a higher time frame. Like now, okay. These places you have seen now, these are strong zones. These are places where market has touched and bounced back. Support and resistance are places where price has touched and bounced back repeatedly. Meaning that whenever price comes to these zones, they are like frying pan, hot frying pan. Whenever your hand touches a hot frying pan, you know that something hot is there, you move your hand immediately. So if the price touch the downside, it is called support. It can also be called floor. Then if price leave the floor and then move down to the top side, which is called resistance, resistance can also be called ceiling. These zones, price makes very, very strong movement in these zones. If market is approaching these zones as a trader, you should be ready to place a trade. Once your market is approaching, and the best way to draw these zones are with higher time frames. You can use a higher time frame to draw your zones and then use smaller time frames. Like now, I have used one day to draw my zones, but now I am not using, I can decide to come back to even 2 hours because I have identified the strong zones. I can now bring the 2 hours time frame to monitor what happens on this zone. Look at it now. Market, it takes only a big candlestick to break through a zone. Like I told you, a support and resistance can also be broken. But if market breaks through the zone, it must be a strong force. If you look at this candle very well, it was a very strong candlestick that broke through this zone. And once the zone is broken, if price move down to that zone again, that zone becomes non-support. Look at this now. If you look at it very well, this zone was broken, but price came down here, it became a support. You can see since price broke through this zone and came back, it has been doing funny movement. So this is a very, very strong zone. So your ability to understand, look at it here, look at here, price broke through here, but it went to touch this place as a resistance. So once this resistance or support is broken, that zone becomes resistance. Let me come down. Look at, it's a strong zone. Once you discover these zones, your chances of becoming a profitable trader becomes very clear because you have identified zones. Because you have identified zones. Once you learn how to identify these zones, trust me, you have passed 50% or even 60% of your journey in trading. So let us see what will happen in today's market. Now on Saturday and on Friday, market closed after breaking through this zone. Market closed with this red candlestick. So what we are going to be doing today, we are going to be watching this market. We are going to be watching this market. We can even decide to, let's even go to, we can even decide to, now we have types of market. Let me talk about types of market. So you understand that we have different types of markets. I think I've not thought about types of market. For those of you who are new to Forex, you need to know all these things before we talk about support. These things are not here. Okay. Let us discuss about types of markets. All right. Now, we have what you call uptrend. Uptrend. When you hear they say market is uptrend, it can also be called bullish market. When the market is going uptrend, the market is going to be making series of higher highs. Uptrend makes higher highs and higher lows. So what is the meaning of higher high and higher lows? When the market moves higher, this high is higher than this one. This high is higher than this one, and this low is lower than this particular low. So whenever a price moves like this, you see, this is a trend. This thing what you're seeing is called trend line. For those of us who are very new to Forex, this is called trend line. So whenever price is moving a series of higher high and higher lows. Higher high, higher lows. This high, this high here, all right, is higher than this one, and this low here is higher than this particular low. So if you see this kind of movement, this is a higher low. This is a higher low because this low is higher than this low. This high is higher than this high. So this is what we call an uptrend. It's a clear uptrend. This is a Euro AUD on a clear uptrend. So we have what you call uptrend. It is also called bullish. You can say the market is bullish. Whenever traders, you hear traders saying market is bullish, they mean that what they are saying is that market is doing higher high and higher lows. Then, okay, this is an example, another example of a high, an uptrend. You see, market move from here. It came down here to make a lower low, a lower high rather. Came here to make a lower high. Once it discovered this, after this first movement, if market will come down to do a lower high, you will draw a trend line. I will teach you how to draw trend line. The market push up again and then come down here for another lower high. So what you are going to be doing if you are trading, if market move up like this, come down and make a lower high, you are going to place a buy after this particular candlestick, maybe from here. Maybe from here. No. Maybe from here. If market push up from here, then come down like this, you are going to place a buy after this particular candlestick forms. All of us will know what is candlestick, right? Then price is going to make another move again. Then after making this move, if price move down like this again, when price is moving, don't buy. Don't don't buy. You see, because price is moving, you are just jumping into the trend. Don't buy. Price usually move up and comes down. But the only time you buy is when price make a reverse. You call it retracement or pullback. So as price move down here, this is where after the price moves down, you cannot place a buy after this particular candlestick that is showing the arrow is pointing at like this. So for an uptrend, you buy the retracement or you buy pullback, and it's coming down to retest that particular line. Look at the trend line. You can buy. Look at the price move up again, came down to test this zone again. This is when you can buy again. But if the price now moves from here, now instead of going up, price broke through your trend line. If price break through your trend line, come back and retest this trend line, you can place a sell. That is the sell signal. You see, price broke through this trend line and then move up again to retest this line to tell you that it's a strong line, it's a strong trend line. So if price break through this trend line and come back for a retest and then show you an indication, maybe a candlestick that shows that the price is moving down, you can place a sell. Now you can draw your trend line with any time frame, but the best to know the direction of the trend, like I told you, is with a higher time frame. Because sometimes you may use 15 minutes time frame to draw a trend line. But if you go back to 4 hours or 1 day, you've seen that maybe the 15 minutes may be telling you the price is the market is a downtrend. But if you use a higher time frame, you understand that the price is not even a downtrend, maybe it's an uptrend. So always use a higher time frame to draw your trend line or your support and resistance line. then you can use a shorter time frame to maybe to enter the trade. After you must have drawn your trend line or your support and resistance, you can now use a shorter time frame to enter the trade. That is how we trade with the trend. So this is called an uptrend. Let's go back to the next slide. Okay, this is a downtrend. Can I have a better video? Okay, now this is a downtrend. See, for a downtrend, price makes series of lower lows and lower highs. This also means market is bearish. Here when traders say, this market is bearish, today is bearish, it means that the market is doing a downtrend. So what you do is that you sell, you follow the trend. There's what they call trend, follow the trend. Don't trade against the trend. So if price is doing this, lower low, lower low, you see, look at this low, lower low, lower high. This low now is higher than this low. Price come down again, lower low, lower high. All right, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So what you are going to do during this movement, if price comes down like this, don't rush and buy. Allow the price to come down and touch this line. So you are going to learn how to draw a trend line. That will be another day. We'll learn how to draw trend line. So you are going to place your sell only when price come down for a retest on your trend line. So this is what we call a downtrend. Price will make series of lower low and lower highs. How many of us are understanding what I'm doing? If you understand, if you're getting it, can you let me see? Yes. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying right now. Can you say no? If you understand, say yes. Okay. Those of you who don't understand, that's okay. You can watch this video. This is actually recorded. You can rewatch the video so you understand what we are doing, because it is actually new to most people. Yes. All right, Tina, good. All right, those who don't understand, that's okay. It's okay. We all started like this. So we are going to so there's what we call price in consolidation. One price in a consolidation mode, that is when support and resistance work perfectly, because support and resistance, in fact, most of the time market is on a consolidation mode. Price usually trend once in a while. Most of the time market is on this consolidation mode. So when price is either there, it is called also ranging market. When price is ranging, it will move from one end, it will be trapped within a zone. Like for this example, price went up here, after some time it came down, it went up here again, after some time it came down. So now if you learn how to draw support and resistance very well, this is when you make profit. When price is in a consolidation mode, you make profit. Look at, you buy from the down, you sell from the top. You watch the market, you don't sell, you don't do anything here. You don't do anything here. These places you don't do anything. This is what they call a dead zone. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. Just learn to draw this thing perfectly. Once you learn how to draw it, you can buy from this. Once price move down here, I will show you a candlestick that will help you to know the direction if price is going to move from here. It can break through here, remember. If it breaks through here, don't sell. Allow the price to come here and do retest, what you call retest. If price break through this zone, this which is support, comes here for a retest and show you a candlestick that is going down, you can place your sell after that candlestick forms. So once if you are trading range, you look out for these zones. This is when you place a sell or a buy. Yeah, you buy from it down, sell from up. Now price can as well break through this zone. If you break through here, allow the price to go up a little bit, then to always come back for a retest. If you retest here, becomes a support. Then if it shows you a candlestick that is showing you the market wants to go up, you may use maybe 4 hours or 1 day to draw this zone. Then use a smaller time frame to monitor the market, to enter the market. Once you see a good time frame, a candlestick, I'm going to show you candlestick pattern that we are going to be using to trade this support and resistance zone. So this is how a ranging market looks like. It does not have a direction. It's going ping pong, ping pong. It does not have a clear direction of where it's going to. So it's very good to trade this time. If you are trading support and resistance, learn how to draw support and resistance. Whenever market is ranging, you make a lot of money during this period. All right. So let's go and see candlesticks that will help you to actually draw, to place a trade when market is on these zones. Let's hold on, please. 1 minute. One minute. All right. So we are going to, let me show you some candlestick formation that you can use to spot the direction of the market. Okay. Now, this candlestick is called, can you hear me clearly, please? Can you hear me clearly? Is my voice clear? Okay, all right. Now, okay, great. This candlestick is called bullish engulfing. Great. This is what's called bullish engulfing. Just look at the market. Whenever you are trading, if you see this kind of candlestick formation, this kind of candlestick, it's called big shadow, or it is called engulfing candlestick. And this one is called bullish engulfing. If you see this kind of a candlestick on this big one here, if the green is bigger than the small one, if you see something like this on a support zone, Let me show you. On a zone like this, here, always see my wallpaper. All right, can you see the chart now? Can you see the chart now? Please, if you can see the chart, let's, all right. Okay, great. Okay, now if you see this kind of bullish engulfing, this is called bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. It opens from here. Like I told you for new beginners, candlestick it shows you the direction of the market. Red is bearish, meaning the market was going down, but green is it means that the market is actually going up. So if you see a candlestick like this, this is called bullish engulfing or big shadow. If you see something like this on a zone, on a support zone like this, like here is support. This is a support zone. All right. If you see this candlestick, such a big candlestick appear on the support zone after a down movement, that shows that the market may likely go up. So you place your buy. Let me say this one. If you see this candlestick appear on the zone, place your buy on top of this candlestick. Allow it to finish. If it is the 1 hour candlestick, for instance, let me now we are using this is a daily time frame. Let's say you are using a daily time frame. If you are using a daily time frame, allow this day to close. Allow it to finish. Allow it to finish. Like I told you, if you have drawn your support and resistance with a higher time frame, always watch your entering with your smaller time frame. Like now, this is the daily time frame now. Try to watch your entering from the smaller time frame so that you can enter the market early. So that your stop loss will not be too wide. So we are using the daily time frame as an example. Now, if you there are sometimes you can decide to use the daily time frame to enter, depending on how you see the market. Sometimes I use the daily time frame, allow the day to close, especially if I don't have time to be monitoring the market that day. I can go to my business, do my training, do my speaking engagement, then I will come back in the night and use the daily time frame to enter the market. So once you have seen such card like this one now, look at it now. You have to place your trade up here, up here. Here, a buy stop. Always use a pending order. The reason why pending orders are good is because in case the trade is against you, look at it. You put your trade after this kind of candlestick, a buy stop. Then put your stop loss here. Stop loss to be done here. So that in case the market is against you, it can stop you. But don't place this trade if it is not on its zone. Always ensure that it's on its zone. For a sell, look at the sell. This is a sell, a bearish engulfing candlestick. You see something like this on, like now, look at this. It is here on this resistance zone. This was a very big trade. This is a very big bearish engulfing candlestick. Something like this. You cannot place yourself. Few pips below the after this candlestick, this is a daily candlestick. After closing of that day, you put a sell stop, not place buy immediately, put a sell stop. So in case the price, the market is against you, you will still have to be in the market. In case the market did not come to your direction, you can still, you won't lose any money. Put a stop loss above the zone. Then you take your profit in the next zone. When you see a trade is giving you and you're seeing take profit 1 and 2, take your profit from zone to zone. You can take your profit on this zone. Take profit 1. You can take your profit on this zone. Then if you want to do what they call trailing exit, if you want to be, somebody say lock market. Let me use the word lock. You want to lock your profit. You want to lock your profit. For instance, you are trading from this up. Take your trade from here. You are entering. Let me draw here. You enter from here. All right? You enter from here. And maybe your take profit is here. You enter from here, your take profit is here. Maybe your stop loss is here. Okay, let me use red as stop loss. For your stop loss to be above the zone, because they are entering from this resistance zone. This is your entry. This is your take profit. Enter here. Stop loss, entry, take profit. As you enter here, if you reach your take profit 1, price move, and you take your take profit 1. For you to lock your or trail your market, shift your stop loss from this number. Now your stop loss is 1.33748. Now you can now shift your stop loss to your entry price. So in case the market, now you have achieved your first take profit, you are not going to your second take profit. Maybe your second take profit is this particular zone. Your next take profit is not here. All right, this is what we call trailing exit. Your stop loss is here. So even if the price moves backwards, it will stop it out. You have already made your first take profit. You are no longer at risk in that particular trade. Now, if your trade move from your second take profit to this place, your second take profit, you can now move your stop loss from this point to your second take profit. You see, with this time you are locking your profit. You are not at risk anymore. You are now monitoring. This is good when the market is actually on a downtrend or on an uptrend. The market is trending. This is how you follow the trend. You are in the market constantly. If the price moves down to your second take profit, if you move to this place, take profit 3, you move down here, your stop loss cannot be moved. Your take profit. Now you are making money, you have no risk. Again, you are constantly following the market. If the price moves down, here again, you are bringing your stop loss. You are bringing, okay. You are bringing your stop loss to your last take profit. To your last stop loss. Yes, to your last take profit zone. So this is how you monitor the market to take your profit. So you use these candlestick patterns to enter your trade. Now let's look at another candlestick. Okay. This one is called kangaroo tail. They call it kangaroo tail. Kangaroo tail. What you're seeing here is called wick. This is the body of the candle. This is weak. This one is weak. This means that the price was actually going to market. That for that day, it is a daily time frame. The market was actually going up, but because there were a lot of sellers, it pushed down the market, and the market closes here. If you see something like this, point the wick is strong pointing up. Some people call it hammer, shooting stars, different names like this. It means that, let's say, if it's somewhere here on the resistance zone. Look at this example is this one. This is the week. Look at this one. But this is not too long. Look at another one again. You can see that after this week, the market started going down. Look at, but this is not too long. But this, whenever you see a candlestick printing like this on a zone, mark this word on a zone, place a sell after the week finish printing. Maybe it is a daily candlestick after the market closed for that day, place a sell stop below this particular candlestick. This one. Sometimes it could be green, it could be red, but they are all the same. It could be green and it could be red. If you see something like this one you see on the support zone. If you see something like this on the support zone, it shows that the market wants to go up. If it is on the resistance zone, it shows that the market wants to go down. So let's look at it again on the support zone. Let's find if you can see it. Example, look at it. But this one is in red color. What we are doing here is purely price action trading. We are not using indicators to trade. A lot of people trade the indicator, but what we are doing is purely price action trading. Trading without indicator. This is the best way to trade. See, forex is very easy, but most people train you to believe that forex is a complicated business. So they use indicators, robots to confuse you. But if you just master these little things I'm showing you now, you will not be relying on my signals. You can be doing it by yourself. Forex is not complicated like the way most people think. It's because we are taught with all those lagging indicators. So things become so complicated to people. But I thank God I met someone who does not teach me those things. Taught me the simple way to trade forex. Look at it now. This called look at. If you see something like this on above on a zone, on a support zone, after the close of that candlestick, whether it is 1 hour, it is 2 hours, it is 15 minutes, after the close of that candlestick, take a buy stop. You can see that after this candlestick trend, this long week, the market started going up. How many pips? From here, you would have made, if you are collecting profit on this zone, look at 250 pips. So learn to master this thing. These are the candlestick formations you can use to know the direction of the price of the market for that particular day or that particular hour. This is for a buy. This is a buy signal. Why this is the sell signal? Look at this here again. Long week. This is the buy signal. This is the sell signal. That is, they call it hammer. Some people call it hammer. This is bullish engulfing candle. The bullish, the big one, the green is bigger than the small one. If you see these two things like this on a Resistance zone, an indication that the price is about to go down. Put a sell stop on after that candlestick finish printing. Okay, now let us look at what is going to happen for today. Let's see whether we have some trades today. So let us analyze let us analyze the market for today. So this is the USD EKG. But before we do that, let us also see what is happening in the news. Like I told you, we combine technical and fundamental together. Don't rely on technical alone. Let's see what's happening in CNBC. You have to learn to read the news. You want to be a good trader. Okay. So you can read the news later in the day, but let's see what the market is going to be talking about today. Now, this is a zone. This is a clear zone. This is a zone. And the price has reached this place now. What we are going to be doing, we are looking at this market. This market will likely come down because the price was actually coming, the market was actually coming down. Look at this movement. It was coming down. This was actually what we call pullback. This was a pullback. So what I'm saying is that after today's candlestick frame, I think we may put a sell stop. After today, we know we're able to put a sell stop. Now, two ways to trade this market. Two ways. We can allow the market to come down. We can allow the market to come down and come and do a retest on this zone again. Then after retest, if the price moves down again, we can buy and take our profit here. This last place. And maybe the next profit we can take it here. Two ways. Or we can put a sell stop here. If it gives us, if we are going to monitor it with the daily time frame, at the end of this day, if it gives us a good candle, we can put a sell stop here. Because this market shows that the downtrend, it's actually on a downtrend. It shows that the market is going to trend downward. Market is actually consolidating between these two zones. So if you are taking profit, see, it's touching. It touches. So anything we are doing, We can sell the market later in the day and take our profit here, down here, because it's between these two zones. Between these two zones, the market is trapped. It's trapped between these two zones until a breakout happens. So in my own opinion, this market is going to be selling. In my own opinion, this market, we are going to be selling this market. Let us watch through our candlestick. If this small time frame gives us this 2-hour candlestick, this market may behave this way. It may behave like this, and then come back. Then we cannot enter like this. So let's watch out for this kind of movement. Let us see if it's going to break through here, come back here and do a retest, and then if we do a retest, we can place that sell and make profit. And take our profit here. Maybe we take profit 1 and take profit 2 here. So this market is actually going to go down. It will go down. It will go down from here. Let's look at Euro USD. So let's watch out for a sell trade from here later in the day. We see more sellers coming, we can place a sell. Let's watch out for a sell for USD CAD. Euro USD. Because of those who are going to work, we'll be ending this webinar very soon. So I will not stop you from going to work. This is something you can actually, even this place too, I'm expecting a breakout to happen. You can see that this is a strong zone. The market can do two things. If it break out from here, all right, let it go first, come back here, and move up again. We can place a buy. Then, if it shows us on this, because this place is a zone too, if it shows us a good candlestick formation here, maybe a big shadow here, this is a daily time frame. If we are going to use 4 hours, let's see. This is a tight zone. Very tight zone. Let's use the 4 hours, 1 day time frame. If the price gives us something like this at the end of today, we are going to place a sell and take our profit down here. So let's watch out for either a breakout to this zone, from this to this zone, or a convincing bearish candlestick print here on this zone today. At the end of today, we are going to take a sell. That means the market is going to turn. Whether a kangaroo tail or a big bearish shadow, we are going to take a sell. So this is where we have come to the end of this market. We are monitoring these two markets, Euro USD and the Euro JPY, Euro USD CAD. Let us watch out for a sell from here and the other one too, or a breakout to the upside. So tomorrow we'll continue again. I want to thank you once again for coming. The video will be posted to your email so that you can watch it again and understand how this is worked. If you have not posted your email on the group list, can you do so? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, lights. Thank you. All right, so let us go to work so we can have our day. Get started early and go to work. Have a good day, all of us. Okay, someone say Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Thank you. Why tomorrow we'll talk about Euro JPY. We're already behind schedule. Tomorrow we are going to talk about Euro JPY. If it, Euro JPY is on the let's see the chart. Euro JPY. Let's see the chart. Let's see the chart. Okay, Euro JPY is doing. We placed a buy stop that day, but it didn't. A sell stop that day, but it didn't trigger. Not a sell stop, but it didn't trigger. So we are expecting it to come up here. If it gets to this zone again, and then give us, if it break out, we are going to trade breakout. If it doesn't break out, give us something consistent. Euro JPY moves with Euro USD. They are somehow correlated. Okay, we are on the trade, but it was my own did not trigger. It was a sell stop with it. It didn't trigger. I don't know how yours triggered. It didn't trigger. So if you are selling, that's still okay. As far as your stop loss is up here. Their stop loss is up here. That's still okay. We are expecting that it will come down to this particular level. So this place too is going to be either breakup or it's going to come down. All right. Yes, I posted it on the group. I posted a sell stop because that day we saw this big candlestick. So I posted it on the group and the sell stop. And from my own side, my sell stop has not triggered except you took it as instant execution. Let me check my sell stop again. Online, the one minute I made a mistake. No, okay, let me show you my screen now. Benjamin. It was a sell stop because I remember. Can you see the screen? It has not triggered. This is the order I took that day. It has not triggered. This is a sell stop. I posted the sell stop on that day and I played it myself. Can you see the screen, please? Yes. Okay, good. It has not triggered, so we are just watching the market. We are just watching the market. Like I told you, look at now. If I go to my trading view now, we have been using computer to analyze these things. Look at my trading view now. All the things I've been doing, you are going to see it on my trading view on my computer, on my phone. You see, everything is the same. What I was doing on my computer is on my phone. So you can monitor these things even with your phone. As you have drawn your support and resistance, you can use your phone to draw your support and resistance as well. All right, so let us end this webinar for today so that people can go to work. Have a great day. Bye-bye. right. Thank you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye.